Hey, Kelly Muster, can you hear me? I am right now. Can you hear me now? Should I keep talking? Hello, hello. All right, let's do a general sound check while we are waiting for Kelly. If you can hear me, those of you that are out there, just click on the little hand icon. It looks like it's kind of waving at me. Thank you, Alexa. Thank you, Bud. Thank you, Dan. If you can hear me, just click on that. Thank you, Matthew. Just click on the hand icon so I know you can hear me okay. Thank you, Nancy Schaefer. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you, Vince. Awesome. Okay. All right, Kelly, it says, yes, I can't. I'm going to guess you mean yes, I can. All right, so let's get started. It is 2 o'clock, and I am super excited to bring you the second webinar in our little series that we're creating on our own here for just to get you guys up and running on the new back office and CRM and agent websites. So today we're going to talk specifically about editing your website. And the websites are completely customizable. I'm not gonna lie, you're probably gonna be a little bit overwhelmed today because there is a lot that you can do. But I'm gonna try to break it down for you in bite-sized chunks and have you at least hit the important stuff first. One of the neat things about this new site is you can upload your own photos. Awesome. That basically means everybody can look different, right? Beyond that, there are about 8,500 photos, stock photos in here. 8,500. 8,500. That's a lot. So we really do have a lot of ways that we can differentiate ourselves besides colors and templates and all that junk. So I wanted to just go back for 1 second to last week. And we did record the webinar last week, but I'm having some trouble. They had to process it for me because it got kind of stuck somewhere in GoToMeeting. So we downloaded it, but it didn't come over nicely. So what I did in the meantime, there's a little video about your profiles that I loaded up here for you. It went out in your email a few weeks ago as well. But I just wanted to point that out here. Whoops. It's right under your quick links in IQ Office. So if you want to watch that and get kind of caught up on your profile and some of the things we talked about last week, you can find that there. And for much shorter time than our webinar was. So, all right, so let's talk about your websites. Your personal website. This website has all the listings, which means all the different IDX, all the different MLSs that we are a part of. You have all the listings. You don't just have your listings, the company listings, Bucks County listings, you've got them all, which is pretty great. So every site is kind of its own little section. Before we were actually profile pages off of the main site. These sites are all their own actual site. And you can see up in the domain name, mine's easy because I have 4 letters in my last name. Thank you to my husband. But you can see it's just S. Han. So first initial, last name. Okay, we emailed everybody your site name, how to log in, all that stuff probably 2 weeks ago. You either got an email from me or from Leah with all of your details and how to log in and all that good stuff. So this is your site. Now, if I have my own domain and I own stephaniehahn.com, guess what? Easy to point. Okay, we can help you with that. Mine's on GoDaddy. Most of them are, but takes maybe 2 minutes to point that. So pretty simple and easy to do. You can have your site look however you want. You can have your whole face be this first section here if you wanted to. You could have your photo down here in the lower right corner. You could have it up here in the upper right corner. I'm going to show you a bunch of different ways to do that. But this template, these colors, can all be changed to whatever you want. Okay? So let's just dive in. First thing I want to point out to everyone is that your website is different from your profile. Okay? So I'm going to show you a profile, then I'm going to show you a website. So your profile is this guy. It's the thing that lives on our website and talks about you. Okay? Your website is a full-on website. However, the one thing that will carry over is this stuff, this little about me stuff. Really, this whole little section here, your photo, your info, all these little sticky spots over here, your testimonials, listings, sales, all that good stuff. All of that will actually come over if, and only if, you are using an About Me page on your site. So this, even though I was just on my website, this is my profile. So your company profile basically becomes your About Me page. Okay, I'll say that one more time. Your company profile becomes your About Me page. And we learned the other week that we edit our company profiles in IQ Office or in mycbhre.com, right? We go here, we click on our little name, we say profile, and we edit all of that here. Okay, that's where we put all of our info in, all that fun stuff, our images, our social media, all that stuff that we went over. Your profile on the company site becomes, if you choose to use it, your About Me page on your website. Now, you don't have to have an About Me page on your website. The template that we picked for everyone has one, but you can change your template to whatever you want. So, feel free to use it, not use it, whatever you want to do. Okay? So, just wanted to make that distinction. One of the other things I wanted to show you, which I think is pretty cool, is if you are out on the site or one of your consumers is out on our main site and they go and they look to agents and they start to look somebody up. Let's just say, of course he's right in front of me. I'm just going to look up Cliff here. And they look and maybe they click on him and read about him and do whatever. And they close out and maybe the next day they go back to our site. And they go to agents again. Oh, and it puts them at the bottom. It takes the public, whoever's looking out on our site, if they search for a realtor, it's going to take them back to the last realtor they searched for, which is pretty cool. Initially, when I was playing around with this, I thought it was a glitch in the system. And then I realized, no, it's a pretty awesome thing about the system because it's taking everybody back to where they were, to the agent that they were looking up, which is pretty awesome. So just wanted to point that out to all of you because I think that's pretty cool. I'm getting a report that you guys are having issues with my audio. So Thomas, can you confirm or deny this? Can everybody still hear me? Can you click on your little hand icons? Okay, you guys can all still hear me. Alexa, Bill, Bud. Is it just Huntington Valley that can hear me? Nope. Okay. All right. Ellen, I'm sorry you're having audio issues. It looks like the majority of people can hear me on here. So we will see. Oh, you're back. Okay, good. All righty. Sometimes the audio does trip in and out, so you just sort of have to bear with it. I know it can be a little bit of a pain. Yeah, it happens. It kind of breaks up. We'll have to talk to our IT guy about getting us like a really awesome, secure line to do all these webinars on. I am plugged in, but it's not always perfect. Okay, so all right, so I'm going to jump out of that, and we're going to go back. So how do I actually get in here and edit my site? Well, again, if you refer to the email that we sent to you, all you have to do is go to your first initial last name .cbhre.com. Okay, Once you go there, you're looking at your site, and you're going to scroll down, and you're going to click on IQ Web Login. Last week, we went to IQ Office. Today, we're going to IQ Web. The cool thing is, it's exactly the same login. So I log in, and I'm here. Now, you start to notice all these little edit guys, right? All these little buttons. Oh, I can edit this. I can edit this. All sorts of cool stuff. I'm going to have you start at the beginning because this is a mistake that we made with our own company site. And, well, let's just say do this first because it'll make your life a little bit easier. So first things first, go up here to design. We're going to look at everything in this menu, but we're going to start with design. Design is exactly what it sounds like. It's you picking the template for your site. So I am currently on design 29, but there are 30 designs here. And I know that because there's a 7A. So 30 different designs here. Now, as I'm scrolling around here, you can see I'm currently on 29, but if I click on another one of these, it'll tell me, well, it'll give me a little snapshot of what it looks like, and then it'll tell me what's in it. I can change the color, and I can say use this design. Now, there are 5 or 6 pages that are specifically made as agent pages. It does not mean that you have to use these for your agent page. What it does mean is that you will probably see a photo of yourself. Where that IQ is at the top right there, that would be a photo of you. So designs number 2, 4, 6, I think I'm right on all of these, just checking, yep, 6, 7A, okay, this one's a little tinier, so our photo's getting smaller, and then there is at least one more, bear with me, I think it's 24, here it is. 24, and this one puts my photo down here with my info instead of at the top. Okay, so you can choose any one of these just by clicking use this design. Whoops, use this design, and if I want to, I can even pop back in there. I can even change the color. Let's just say it's fall and I'm really into orange, so I click on orange. I have design 24. I'm going to click update. And there's my photo, so you can see my design has changed. All my info is in here. And then all the different parts of the site have changed. Now, it didn't make me orange. It's the only thing it didn't change. So let's go back. Everything you do on these sites should happen live. I'm just going to click up. Nope, there it is. There's my orange. So, voila, my buttons are orange. It did make this part orange for some reason, but sometimes it seems to do that. Sometimes I guess it doesn't, but that's okay. So you've changed your design, right? Easy peasy. Let's just say I look at this design and I say, that's awful. I hate that design. All I need to do is pick another one. And it's as simple as clicking on it, checking it out over here, saying, yeah, I want to use this design. And yeah, I want to be purple, or I want to be pink, or whatever it is you want to be, right? Easy to do. So I'm going to go to let's go to 6. Play around with that one. Show you this one. Let's change our color just so you can see. Update design. And they all offer different features. So don't pick it so much on the, you know, what you're seeing on that little thing and where the photo layout is. Pick it based on the elements that you want. Okay, you can see this one's way different. My photo's at the top here with all my info. Now, you may have noticed I had to refresh in order to see that. So you may have to do that, just FYI. All of this is changeable, okay? So if you say, well, I don't work in Wilmington, Reading, Vineland, or Cherry Hill, that's okay. You can change all of that, I promise. This is kind of a different search, right? If you're into that, go ahead and do it. Interactive map, listings. Now, the listings will default to listings in my office. So I happen to be licensed out of the Collegeville office, so I'm going to see featured homes from the Collegeville office here. Now, a lot of people have been asking that. What if I don't, I'm using featured homes, but I don't have any? That's okay. It'll default to your office. Okay? So you've got to look at each template with what it has to offer you. You can build out the menus, and I'll show you that, but each template's going to look a little different. So if we go back to design, and I'm going to go back to my original one because I want to show you some things in there. I picked Design 29 mostly because it has the most stuff. And it lets me show you a lot of different things on one template. So that's why I kind of like this. The one thing about Design 29 that you may not like would be there's no photo of the agent. There's no big, I put my name up here with a little CBH, but there's no big photo of the agent. So just FYI. But you can see my pink changed. Woo, and there's my pink. I don't know why it didn't change before, but it's pink on this one. It's totally up to you which design you choose, but designs 2, 4, 6, 7A, and 24, and maybe others, but those are the ones I'm off the top of my head that I know are specifically made really to be agent-focused sites, okay? So keep that in mind. All right, let me have a couple of questions here. Let me see. Does the search include properties from New Jersey? It does. It will be the entire office. So on your page, if you are using featured homes, you will see listings displayed. If it's featured listings, you'll see listings displayed from the entire office. Can I have it so it shows listings that are just mine? It depends on the template, to be honest with you. On some of them, yes. On other ones, no. So again, look and see what the template has. Now, spoiler alert, the later templates are the more recent ones. So they've got more stuff. Okay? All right, so design. Do that first. Here's why. If you pick a design and you start messing around with it and playing and putting all this work and all this work and all this work, and then you switch designs, your new design may not have that section that you put hours and hours of work into. Not that I want you to put hours and hours of work into anything on these sites. I don't think you will have to. But take it from someone who knows. If you change the design later, things are going to be different. So just kind of keep that in mind and figure out your design first before you do some work on here. All right. Advanced we're going to kind of ignore unless you've got to do something that's like, I don't know, higher level. You don't need to worry about advanced. So we're going to work left to right. And the next one over, oops, if you didn't see it, so we worked on design. Now we're going to look at library. Oh, and I see I have a hand up. I'll get to you in just a sec. So there is an image library on here that's in 3 parts. The first one is your images. So I have some images that I uploaded on here just to really play around with for classes. Company images, and by the way, you can pretty much put whatever you want up here, but just be careful of size. Believe it or not, smaller is better in this case because it'll make your site load faster. So any photo, and you'll see it when we go to edit some photos, but any photo that you add here, it's going to tell you exactly the size it should be. And I'll give you a site that you can use to resize your images really quickly. Okay, so that was your images. Now, the second tab over is company images. So we have had Tomei running all over, taking lots and lots of pictures, and she's got all her stuff in here. Well, not all of it, but so you'll see. Let me just go into Collegeville here. So one of the things that Leah has been working on, and I have to admit, I don't know if it's done for everywhere. It doesn't look like it is, but it might be. If I click on Collegeville, and you'll see I have 3 different sizes here. These are the 3 different sizes. You might say, well, Collegeville, there's nothing in there, right? You might look at it and say, it's empty. I promise it's not empty. Click on one of these sizes, and you'll know what size you need because it's going to tell you exactly what size you need. And then you can go and you can see, oh, okay, Here's some Valley Forge. There's some Collegeville. More Valley Forge. Got some Phoenixville in here. Collegeville. All sorts of stuff. Phoenixville again. So all of these photos are local photos that we have had Tanae go out and about, basically taking photos to load up here. And they're all correctly sized for you to use. And these are the different areas. And we are going to continue to add these more and more and more, so you have exactly what you need. If there's something that you say, well, duh, why didn't they take pictures of that? Let us know. We asked, we started with your managers and kind of asked them for areas, and then we talked to our advisory board and asked them for some areas. So we've had Tanae kind of on the road quite a bit for this, but we are happy to keep updating these and send her back out. So let us know if there's an area that you think we missed. Now, the final tab, and I want to say she's got over 200 images in here, maybe more. The final tab, the realistic images, they've got a ton. They've got over 8,000 images in here. So lots and lots of possibilities. Now, the areas one, some of these you might be able to get away with. Some of them not, though. They were very proud of themselves. They put New Hope in here. And they were so excited that they put New Hope in. And I laughed a little bit. But you can ignore that. It's nice that they tried. But you can probably skip areas. However, all this stuff, like exterior, interior, if you need interior photos of houses, right? Nice, different, pretty cool. Maybe you're looking, it's summer, and you're looking for pool photos. We got your pool photos, right? Tons and tons of them. Maybe you just want lifestyle photos. You want the fluffy stuff. Guess what? We got fluffy stuff. I got fluffy stuff all day long. Tons and tons of fluff. So you should never need a photo because we have so many. And I will point out to you, these are all the photos, but then if you go down here, it's going to say, okay, oh, you need a site panel page, or you need this or that. You know, okay, here it is. And here it is in the right size. Bonus. So that's pretty cool. Okay. We'll come back to that and we'll insert a photo so you know what that looks like. All right, menus. So up here, these menus, I'm going to tell you, 98% of you will not mess with this because you don't need to. Menus that we change, we're going to change right on the menu. This would be if you needed to like add an extra menu. You don't. Pages, however, you might want to do. You might want to go and add a page. So let's take a look at that. And then I'll stop and take any questions you might have. So one of the things that we did when we created all of our pages, and I don't know why all the descriptions aren't coming over, but one of the things that we did with all of our pages is we made them all global. So all of these pages in here are pages that we made at a company level, and we made them global. So let's just say you see, oh my gosh, they have a Homes for Dogs page. I want to use that page. You can actually take our page and edit it and change it to fit your needs. Pretty cool, right? But there's tons of stuff in here. Tons and tons and tons. But let's just say you want to start from scratch. You know best. You know what you need. You're going to click on New Page. And this big crazy template comes up and you're like, what do I do? Well, it's showing you exactly what it is. All right, this one's got a big photo across the top and lots of text. Big photo, menu, lots of text. You get the idea, right? The thing with the mountains and the sun is a photo. This is a bulleted list. This is just text. So templates 1 through 13 are basically you put in whatever it is that you need. You're writing the text. You're, adding the photos, that sort of thing. The dynamic pages are pages that are a little bit easier because there's some content that's already built in. So like if I was going to add the agent's template, my office page, and we're going to have an agent's template. The agent's are already put in there. I don't have to do anything. If I'm going to use the listing template page, the listings are already in there for IDX. So I don't have to do a whole lot. I just have to tell it which listings I want it to pull. So one of the things that if you do want to show just your listings, use a listings template, figure it out that way and just search for your stuff. There's also a showcase template, and showcase basically means areas, and that's kind of to pull different areas in. So adding a page is fairly simple. I'm going to pick the most vanilla one possible. Click Next. Now, a couple things you have to do here, and it's not a ton. It seems overwhelming, but it's not. So you're going to name your page, and the name is very important, and you're going to title your page. The title is very important. 99.9 times out of 10, I make these the same thing because why not? Now, the title I can change, the name I cannot. So this name, if I say Steph's test page, the system will always call it Steph's test page on the back, no matter how many times I change the title here. Okay? Description is probably the one thing that's most important on this whole page. Why? Because that's what comes up when someone is searching. Right? So this is my test page. Go here for good stuff. Do I want to require people to register? What the heck does that mean? It basically means, do I want to collect your name and email before you can see this page? On this page, I do not. But there are pages you can do that. And you can even say, I want people to register after they visited this listing page 5 times, or 3 times, or 20 times, or 1 time. Totally up to you. So one of the things that they have told us over and over, at my constant pleading, is that the meta tags don't matter here. And it's not that meta tags don't matter, it's just that they do them for us in the background, because we will screw these up if we do them, right? So you can ignore this section, ignore the meta tags. Even if you think you know meta tags and you know a little bit to be dangerous, don't do it, okay? And then this guide, to which menus shall we add this page to? Whenever I'm creating a page, I don't want it to go into menus right away because I might not build it all in one sitting. I might start it today and finish it up, 3 days from now. You can add it to a menu later. So I would encourage you to do that unless you know you're going to sit there and do it all at once. But if you wanted to, you could just say, yes, I want it to be added to site menu, is just the main menu, right? And I want it to be a sub-menu of, and these are the menu items on my menu already, basically. Okay, but I'm going to say, don't put it anywhere yet. And then I click OK. And here is my test page. It's that easy. Now, if I build it out and then I want to add it later to a menu, all I do is I go back to my home screen. And if you don't see those little edit buttons, those gray circles, just click Edit Page. They go away sometimes when you're going back and forth. I can just go here to Edit, and I can add the custom page that I just built. Which, oh, fake page. Must have built that for another class. Test page, I think I called it. There we go, test page. And I can call it something else. Stuff. And then I can make it a top menu item, which means it'll literally be a menu item across the top. Or I can make it a sub-menu of one of these. Okay? So maybe I want to put it under my About Me. I say Add to Menu, and there it is. So now where did it actually go? I'm going to save, and now there it is right there. Right? Doesn't have anything in it, but there it is. Okay, so those are pages, and I know that was a lot just in that top menu, but you don't have to do a ton of creation. The main thing I want you guys to focus on is design. Pick your design, love your design, and then worry about some of the other stuff later. I'm going to spend the next part of this really kind of showing you how to edit what you've picked for your design. So how to edit everything on the page here. All right, so it looks like I have a hand up, so I'm going to go and see if I have any questions. Oh, And now my hand is... All right, Jan Beaver, it looks like you have a question. Let me go ahead. I'm going to open up your mic, and we'll see if you can talk to me and ask your question. Oh, hi, Jan.
Hey, Steph, how
Hi.
are you?
Good. What's your question, Jan?
I didn't have a question. I just now found the little hand, but the video keeps cutting in and out for me. My audio
okay.
in and out, so I'm sorry about that. Keep
okay,
on.
No problem.
We're good.
Okay. All right. No problem. Okay, so I don't see any other questions or hands, so I'm going to keep moving here. So just like I have to get on a secure connection, a solid connection for my webinars, it's a good idea if you guys are on a decent wireless connection as well. So keep that in mind. I know sometimes that can be a pain, but some of our computers in the office and the TVs are hardwired, so that might make a difference for you. Okay, so let's take a look at this actual page. We've kind of gone through this menu up here, and we'll revisit this a little bit, but let's just focus to the page right now. So top thing up here is, this should be my cell phone. Pretty much all that fits there is cell phone, right? It's character limited. You know, you could maybe put like some text up there, but really just put your cell phone up there. We've tried to put everybody's in. If we put yours in wrong, please forgive us and feel free to fix it. Now, the next place I see a little edit button is here, and this is to edit my menu. And there's so many cool things in here. You're just gonna be super excited. So when I click edit there's a ton of stuff that's built into these sites that you don't have to do anything to use or build or any of that. First, let's just say you created this page during class and you decided, you know what, that's a really dumb page. I don't really want that live. Just click the little trash can. Say OK, and it goes away. But let's talk about adding something, one of the IQ pages or pages that's already built in. So right now on my site, and let me just go back out so you can see, this is my menu right now: home, for sale, and I've got 3 things here, and then the rest of it is just straight pages. I have what's my home worth, save your searches, and my Stephanie Hahn about me. Okay, so that's what I've got. So that's what you're looking at here. Now, if you don't save, even though I hit OK here, it's not actually going to save it. So just FYI. All right, let's go back into edit. Okay, so what the heck are these IQ pages, right? All I need to do, if I click this little arrow here, it's going to show me all these pages that say IQ pages. And you might say, all right, well, what the heck is an IQ page? These are search pages mostly, or pages that they've built in. So if you want to display under for sale my listings, you can click on my listings, call it my listings. Whoops. You could make it a top menu item, or maybe I just want to put it under for sale. I add it to the menu, and there it is. Now my page will be very boring because I don't have any listings, but you get the idea. Lots of different ways to build in your listings if you'd like to do that. Let's look at adding another one of these. I'm going to click the drop-down arrow again, and you can see I can have a residential search, a multifamily search, commercial, land. These are all searches. Previews homes. They have not updated to global luxury yet, so still previews in Realistic's mind. Just keep that in mind. I can also add a blog page, a vendor page, a portal page, what's my home worth, all this good stuff. So I'm going to add, what should I add here? I'm going to add open houses. So I'm going to click open houses, and I'm going to call it upcoming open houses. Okay? And this time I don't really want to put this under for sale. I'm just going to make this a top menu item. So top menu just means it's going to be a main item there. So I click add, and you can see it puts it at the bottom. So if I say, you know what, I want that to be maybe right after for sale, or maybe even in front of for sale, depending on where it makes sense to you in your brain, all you do is drag and drop that. Maybe I want to go in and add a lead source. So So what's a lead source page? Lead source pages are different pages that you can use that will ask the consumer for information. So under for sale, maybe I'm going to say, I'm going to set up a property watch. Okay, so I'm going to call this property watch, and I'm going to say, let me do the searching for you, or something like that. And I'm going to make it a submenu of for sale, add to menu, and there's the page. I'll show you what the page looks like. It's really more of a pop-up, but there's nothing you have to do to create it. Let's say I want to go down to custom pages, and I saw this page that the company had that I really liked, and it's called Homes for Dogs. Let's just say I want to add Homes for Dogs because I'm a dog person, and I'm going to say, I can call it whatever I want. Help dogs find homes too. All right, and I'm going to make that a submenu of my little profile there. So I add that on. Okay. And then maybe I say, you know what? I want something that really says list with me. And I'm not really sure what this home worth thing means. So I'm going to go in and really make like a buy and sell kind of section here. So I'm going to make a section header. I'm going to go to Visual Elements and do a section header. I don't need a divider because I don't really have any long menus here. And I'm going to say lust with me. I'm going to say list with Steph. Oops. And I'll make it a top menu item. Okay, so here's my list with Steph. And then let's just say I want to use the home, what's my home worth, but I want to put that under list with Steph. So I'm going to delete it, say okay, and then I'm going to go here to custom pages, and I'm going to find something that talks about sellers, or maybe a few pages that talk about it. So here's a little list with us page. Again, I'm going to make a list with Steph, and I'm going to put it under my list with Steph page. Add to menu. So there it is. So it's really pretty easy to work around with these menus. You can see you can edit and delete things. The little pencil would just let me edit the name on it, so I can do that. And you're going to say, but this is a company page. That's okay. I'm going to show you how to edit it. Now, other sites, nope, don't use it. We work way too hard to get people to our own websites. Do not send them to another website. And I've heard all the arguments, so don't even bother. Okay, so I made a bunch of changes to my menu. I'm going to go down here and say save. Okay, so now I'm all saved. Now, let's actually take a look at those pages I added because I want to know what they look like, right? So I added a list with Steph page. So I'm going to go check that out. And this is one of my lead pages. So I'm going to click on the little edit button here. Oh, edit page. There we go. So one of the lead sources, list with us sources, is basically, it's just a way to collect information. So anytime you see lead source, that's a way for them to collect information for you. Now, because I am on my own website, I am going to get all the leads. I'm not going to pay for them, which is really cool. And they're going to come directly to me. Okay? So pretty cool. I'm going to get all of them. I can choose to show only required fields here. I can change the title if I want. I can select the layout. I can do fields only. I can do standard. I'm going to make it standard because I think that's a little easier to deal with. I'm going to click edit up here. And if I want to, I can add body to this. But I'll show you what it looks like without it, and you can kind of make up your mind that way. And this was actually not the page I thought it was, so I'll go back and re-add another page here. But let me pull up that Homes for Dogs page. So if you click the Homes for Dogs page, this is a Coldwell+Banker page or a CBH page that we created for you, but you can edit. So maybe you say, these dogs aren't cute enough. My dog is way cuter. And you say, you know what, I'm going to put a photo of my dog on here. So you go and you click edit here. And I showed you, or I mentioned earlier, how it would give you the image sizes. Here are those image sizes. Okay, so you have an idea of what exactly you need image size wise. If I click edit there, that would give you that image size. But I could also edit the text here. And I could change whatever I wanted to here and personalize it to me. I could say, instead of any of the office locations, I could say, bring it to my office or bring it to my house or whatever it is that I want to do there. Okay, I can change this video out. I can add more text down here if I want to. But any of the company pages that are global are customizable to you. So you can go and take any one of those pages and really make it your own. Now, FYI, if I go in and edit one of the pages for the company and kind of make it my own, oops. If I go in and edit one of those pages and then let's say Leah makes a change to the global page, what I've edited here, or anything she's edited, maybe we're on the 4th annual SPCA drive, that won't come down to my page. Okay, so if I edit here, I'm not going to get the most recent updates. So just FYI there. So the only thing I need to make sure I do here is save. Save. Okay, and then I've edited a company page. Easy peasy, right? All right. What else did I add here? I added let me do the searching for you. So this is a property watch page. This is one of those lead source pages that basically says, hey, give me some info and I'll help you out. Okay, first name, last name, email address. This stuff will come to you unencumbered. That means you're not going to pay for it. Okay, no charges on these leads, which is pretty awesome. What else did I add in here? I think that was it. So I showed you how to edit a page there. Lots of options here. The upcoming open houses. You saw me add that page. I didn't do anything, but guess what? I have open houses coming up here. And because I'm on my page, whose photo is showing? Mine. The same thing will happen with you. On your page, when someone's searching for you, your photo will show up. Okay? You know I have no listings. I already told you that. Yet, Hellertown Barrow, Yardley, River Road, these are all showing up with my happy smiling face. That is IDX, folks. It's perfectly legal, perfectly doable. Everybody does it. And these are your sites. So totally cool. I promise you we're following all the rules. And I got to change that pink. Woo! Okay. A couple of things I want to show you, and I know we're almost at an hour. Let me show you just a few more little things here. We have Realistic. We have the vendor working on a sort of a widget for our Real Satisfied testimonials that can come up. So, like on your Zillow page, on your Zillow profile, we have those kind of built in, right? They can come in automatically. They're building a Real Satisfied widget for us so we can display Real Satisfied. But I wanted to show you one other way that you can add testimonials in. And I have to actually act as an agent to do this. So I'm going to go in and mess with my favorite agent to mess with in here. And we'll just take a peek here. So here I am in my agent profile. And if I have tons of testimonials, let's just say somebody wrote me a really nice card or a really nice email, but they really, they don't feel comfortable setting up an account on Zillow, or they don't have time to fill out our survey, but they wrote me this card or they sent me an email. So I can still use that testimonial. If I go to marketing, okay, and then I just go down here to testimonials, you will see there's a little new button over here. I can add those testimonials. Okay, I wouldn't put the client's last name, just FYI. Maybe first name, last initial or something like that. I can just, say yes, show it on my website. No, don't show it on my website. Whatever I want to do. The comment down here, totally up to you what you want to put in there. But you can write whatever you want, save it, and there it is as a testimonial for you. Nice and easy to do. Okay? So those are for the non-real satisfied, non-Zillow testimonials that we all get, and they will show up right on your profile. So one more time, IQ Office, okay, we have to add these on the back end, marketing, and testimonials. Okay? So that's where that gets added. And let me see. Okay, so let's go back and go back over here. And it looks like I have a question. Let me see what my questions are here. Why not put a last name? Oh, so, Linda Crane was asking why not put a last name for a testimonial, because a lot of people don't like us publishing their last name. So that's why we do that. How are the pages customized to your area and open houses? I'm going to need more information on that question, Carolyn. I'm not really sure what you mean by that. The pages are customized as much as we can customize them for you. However, the photos and things like that will help. So, we have tons of info on, if I go up to pages here, there's Lehigh Parks and Recreation. There's a ton of stuff on here that you can see in here that you can use page-wise. It's really up to you how you want to use it. I think the real customization will have to come from you as far as why they should list with you or why they should work with you. But we've customized it as much as we can, and the areas and the photos will help you, I think, quite a bit. So, your open houses were all in your area. Actually, my open houses were not all in my area. So I am licensed out of the Collegeville office. And if you look at the open houses, I had Hellertown. I have, let's see, this is everybody in the company, by the way. Quakertown, Yardley. If you're asking how can I make only my open houses show up or only Coldwell+Banker open houses show up, my office open houses or something like that, that is a different question. And that I don't exactly have the answer to. Somebody brought that up to me just before we started the webinar today, and I'm not exactly sure, but I can find that answer out for you guys and let you know if there's a way to customize the opens. There are some of these pages where it'll let you get really specific on, let me see if I log back in here, if I can make that custom. I don't think I can on the open houses. Yeah, this is just a page. It's just showing me the company stuff. It's something I'll have to ask and see if they can do. I'm sure they've thought of a lot of things, so I'm guessing they've probably had that question before, but I'll have to get back to you if that's kind of supposing that's your question, if that's your question. Okay, so let me see. Quick tip, home will take you back to the home. All right. Again, if you own your own domain, we can forward that. And mine I did not forward with masking. Masking just means instead of shan.cbhre.com in here, you would still see Stephanie. Whoops, you would still see stephaniehahn.com up there. I did that for personal reasons because I teach all the time and I didn't want people to get confused. So you can, though, you guys, and how I would suggest that you do it is that you forward with masking. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, please just let me know. Be happy to help you with that or do it for you. So masking would just mean that you would only see my domain name up there. Ah! That's not good. All right. So let's go back. Here we are. And I've got about 10 minutes left. I think I've covered everything on my little list here. Just look real quick. I have. One more thing I'll show you, and then I'll take any final questions that you have. One thing I didn't really talk about with these little buttons here, okay, and you'll see them here. You'll see one here. Every single place where there's an edit button, it means you can make a change. So if I don't like this, I click edit, and I can change it. I can have it linked somewhere, or I can hide it altogether. This little hide button over here will just take it out completely. Okay? One click and it's gone. If I don't like these photos or what these links go to, I just click here and I change it. Okay? Lots of things that you can do with these sites, and you can change almost anything. You can see I've hidden the areas section on mine. All I do if I want to change that is click here to add it back. Do I want to add it back? Yeah, all right, I'll add it back. There it is. Now I got to do the work and put everything in there, but anything on your agent profile, on your agent template, we've actually done for you. And on your agent profiles, before we launched, we actually went and I had some very awesome helpers that looked at your LinkedIn. They looked at your Coldwell+Banker, and they looked at your old profile with us, and they tried to grab any information that you had on those and put them on your profiles here, just so you had something there to start with. So just FYI. All right, let's take a look at one more thing, and then I'll take questions. So the menu, this is typically, this first screen where you see this guy is usually where you can change the most, and there's something I'd like to show everybody. Some of these offer a video option. Okay, and if I click video here, and I'll go here and change it so you can see, there are a couple different video options. I really like this one with the little dog. So I'm going to select that. And let's just say I want it a little brighter, so I'm going to make it a little brighter. And I'm going to say okay. Seems awesome, right? Pretty cool. Who's doing this? Nobody's doing this, right? And I'm sure it's not smooth on your end. I get that. We're on a webinar. It's not going to be smooth. But trust me, it's adorable. And it's like a 6 or 8 second video that's just looped of this dog macking down on this guy. And it's adorable. However, if you were to go to my site right now on mobile, it's horrible. It's got like half of that lady's face in like a weird frozen state. Not good. So we have said to them, you've got to do something about this. You've got to give us a better option here. There's one other company that's doing it that there's actually just a play button on their video on mobile. So you can see it if you hit the play button. This one just gives you a weird screenshot. I get that it's adorable. I think it's adorable too, and we would love to do it, but it just doesn't work on mobile. And we just have so much traffic on mobile that it's just, we didn't want to do it. So just FYI, a little PSA about using video there. Now, if I want to change it back, all I do is hit slideshow. And just because there are 6 slides here that kind of go through, doesn't mean I have to use all 6. I can just use 1 if I want. Or I can use all 6. I can, you know, tell this to do all sorts of things, or I can say, no, don't show anything on that one. I think I only have something showing on my first one. Not even that, second one. One of these shows something, I don't know. You can also tell your search what to autocomplete in the placeholder. So I have like everything on here. But I can take these areas off if I want to. So it's not going to show all this stuff. That's the search form autocomplete. Search form details get a little more complicated. The point in showing you this, I know it's overwhelming, it's too much, but there's a lot of cool stuff happening here, and there's a lot we can do with these, and a lot we can do to really make it our own, more than we've ever been able to do before. Now, all of that said, we have 12 people that we have trained to help you with this and to make these changes for you. You're going to have to come with some ideas, maybe some photos, that sort of thing. But for the most part, we can help you do all of these things. It's something that they've all been trained on, myself included, and we are happy to jump in here and either show you again or just do it for you and help you with it. Now, one thing we are lacking, and you could get, are listing photos. So obviously we have listing photos, right, because they're on IDX, but we don't use listing photos on the actual page. And it's something that we would love to do, but we need to get permissions signed. And listings are great when they're listed because we can show them, but as soon as the new buyer takes ownership, we can't do that anymore. So if you've got somebody that bought recently and bought an amazing listing that would be willing to let us come out and take some photos and sign a release, we would absolutely love that. We need exterior and interior shots across the board in all of our areas. A lot of the exterior shots, believe it or not, the suburban stuff is in Canada. So, and I'm finding that across all these sites, Shutterstock and Big Photo and all that. So I don't know why, but it is. So if you've got interior or exterior shots of a, or we could go and take shots of a new, maybe a buyer that's just taken possession, please let us know. We'll have them sign off on a few things, and we'd love to use them, or even if it's just to use them on your site, we'd love to help you with that. So that is the end of my little spiel for today. I'm happy to take questions and hang out as long as you need me to. And you can sign off here. I will just say happy editing, and I hope that you have fun with this. And there's lots of cool stuff you can do. So go ahead and do it. You can't break anything. So just get in there and start playing around and see what you can do with it. All right. I will stay on for questions, but feel free to jump off if you're done. Okay. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Nancy. Maria, I think they are as far as I know, I think they're only company-wide now, but I'll ask you. Somebody else asked me that too earlier. As far as the open houses, I think that there might be a way we can do it, so it's more office specific, but right now they are company-wide. So the 12 people that are trained are myself, Leah, Paul, Heather Wang, Thomas Flynn, our marketing team, so Tamay and Callie and Gabby, and also our new social media person, Rebecca, and there's somebody else I'm forgetting. Oh, Jamie Fuchs out in the Lehigh Valley, Jennifer Rush out in the Lehigh Valley. So we have lots and lots of people that are ready to help you. And hopefully I didn't miss anybody. All right, let's see. If anybody has any questions, I'll hang out for a couple minutes. Feel free to raise your hand or type them in the chat, whatever you're more comfortable with. Otherwise, we are done. Thanks. Thanks, guys. All right, guys, I don't see any more hands raised or questions, so I'm going to end the webinar. Thanks for jumping on. I appreciate it. Have a great day.